Yo, this is your boy James over at XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in Wizards Unite content. And today, we're here to talk about Trace Charms. Yes, Trace Charms, the most popular out of the 3 field charms introduced in the SOS training, and everybody is loving this charm. But there have been a lot of questions. Why are some of my foundables disappearing after using the Trace Charm and after I return one of the foundables formed from this Trace Charm? Or why can't I only charge it one time? How can I charge it more times? We're going to cover that with our four tips to help you guys use this charm as effectively and as efficiently as possible. And so we want to help you guys just use this charm effectively starting out. So, that's what we're going to do. Let's dive right into the tips. All right, starting with tip number 1, restart the app. Okay, this is the biggest question we've been getting. Why are my traces disappearing? Where are they going? Is this part of the trace? No, it is not supposed to happen. It is not supposed to happen. Obviously, it's a bug or a glitch. So when that happens, when using the Trace Charm on whatever foundable you place it on, particularly a severe or an emergency, and you get corresponding severe or emergency threat level foundables, once using the Trace Charm, you return one of them, and then they disappear after returning one of the foundables. Restart the app. Restart the app, open them back up, and they should be back on your screen. I've done this 2 or 3 times so far, and even with others. And that has been the case. Once we restarted the app, the foundables, the traces were back on the screen. So please, if you guys have any questions or friends asking you about questions about the disappearing traces or foundables, refer to this video. Because I've been asked about this so many times. So that's our tip number 1 for you guys. Restart the app. All right, our next tip number 2 we have for you guys in regards to the Trace Charms. Use your Trace Charms on severe and emergency foundables only. The reason I am saying that, you get the most bang for your buck utilizing the Trace Charm on those severe or emergency foundables. And here's why. Bang for your buck. You only can use it one time consistently as of right now, and that's due to your daily rewards. Walking 0.25 kilometers, you'll be able to recharge all of your field charms with that daily reward. That's the only consistent one. Now, we'll talk about it in our other tips in regards to how to upgrade where you can possibly recharge your field charms, particularly the Trace Charm, more. But the daily assignment is the only one right now where you can consistently recharge your Trace Charms. So that being the case, you want to utilize it, get the most bang for your buck by using them on the orange and red flares, i.e. the severe and emergency foundables. That's my reason number 1. Reason number 2 is you also get a ton of field guides when utilizing the Trace Charm on severe and emergency foundables. 8 field guides with severes and 20 field guides on emergency foundables, which is a great way to rack up your field guides to upgrade your SOS skill tree even more. So those are my 2 reasons. You only have 1 way to consistently recharge it, first and foremost, and 2, you get the most bang for your buck out of field guide rewards when utilizing the Trace Charm on emergency and severe foundables. So, that's our tip number 2 for you guys in regards to the Trace Charm. All right, tip number 3, unlock studious success. Yes, studious success. And here is why. If you look at the description, this lesson allows treasure trunks the chance to reward you with a trace spell charm charge. Now, keyword is chance, but that is better than nothing. And what's so cool is any treasure trunks. There are specialized treasure trunks under certain registry families, but any treasure trunk you unlock, you have a chance to get a trace charm charge, and that is huge. That is huge, especially when you are farming field guides and just farming certain foundables using the tonic, using the dark detectors. That is huge. This is a great skill to have early on, and still relatively pretty cheap and worth the bang for your buck. So how do you get there? If you go under, we go all the way to the top, Calamity Essentials 2, and you scroll to level 32. Now you have to be level 32 to get this. You'll see the one I have red on the right side that I have not unlocked yet. You have to unlock that one and then go to the bottom one, the bottom treasure trunk, and that's how you get there. So, yo, it is so clutch. It is such a useful tool, since everybody I know is grinding field guides and trying to get as many foundables as they can so they can rank up on their skill tree. So, yo, that's our tip number 3 for you guys. Unlock studious success. Okay, our 4th and final tip we have for you guys is to make sure you know the difference between Trace Charm Proficiency and Trace Charm Efficacy. Reason I say that, if you're just looking at the skill tree, especially when you're scouting out Trace Charm nodes and a path of least resistance to get to that specific node for the Trace Charm, just looking at this like right now, they all seem the same because they all have the same logo. They are not the same. So, for example, the level 36 node right here, Trace Charm node beside that one on the left side, we have Repository Knowledge. That's going to be Trace Charm Proficiency. Completely different than the one on the right side all the way down here, Ottery Street Catchpole. Trace Charm Efficacy. Those are 2 completely different upgrades. And here's the difference. With the Trace Charm Efficacy, that just lets you know that when you upgrade that charm with that node, you're going to have increased spawns popping once using that Trace Charm on a trace out in the wild. So that's what that skill does. Now, flip that to the Trace Charm Proficiency with Repository Knowledge. That means you're going to have increased storage for using the Trace Charm. So if you have 1 out of 1, now you'll be 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, and all the way down. So those are completely different upgrades, and if you're not paying attention to it, you could be upgrading something and using up valuable books on something you are not looking for specifically. So make sure you know what you're looking for and understand the difference between proficiency and efficacy when it comes to the Trace Charm. A bonus tip we have for you guys, and this is courtesy of John, aka Psycho CPA, great guy. He posted in our Facebook group, link will be in the description, a chart that kind of just breaks down all the Trace Charm nodes that you can unlock without having to go through the Defense Against the Dark Arts book, which is a big deal because that's the currency that's going to block everybody, since if you were able to complete the Brilliant Event Baby Beast Part 2, you should only have 5, and that's everybody, depending on, it doesn't matter what level you're at. Everybody has 5 if you were able to complete that. So that being the case, a lot of people aren't able to get further down, even at level 60, to certain nodes because of that blockage. So that being the case, here's a great chart again from John that just outlines where the nodes are, how you can find them, and how much books they're going to be and what they do. You see in red you have efficacy and capacity, proficiency, all of those with the certain names, and again, even where they are and the amount of books you will need for that. So shout out to John coming in clutch. Again, link will be in the description, and that is just super useful, super helpful, especially when you want to avoid the Defense Against the Dark Arts blockage on your skill tree. But yo, that's going to be it. That's our tip number 4 we have for you guys. Know the difference between proficiency and efficacy. But that's it. That is going to be it with the video. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and hanging out. I hope it was helpful. We got a lot of questions about the trace charm, so I was like, yo, let's do a video and give our 4 tips to help you guys. But yo, if it was helpful, if you enjoyed it, drop that like. All of that helps the video and the channel reach others like yourself who might be interested in these types of topics in regards to SOS training, charms, skill tree, a whole 9. So yo, if you enjoyed it and it was helpful, drop that like. Also, if you are following us and finding us for the first time, consider subscribing. Here you begin on the latest and greatest in Wizards Unite content, gameplay, tips, news, updates, vlogs, the whole 9. So if that's something you're into concerning the world of Harry Potter Wizards Unite, consider subscribing. Also, follow us on our various forms of social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We post daily. Again, I mentioned our Facebook group. Link will be in the description below. We have our Discord coming up. I cannot wait for that to open it up to you guys. And the Hive Mind Discord, which is where a lot of these cats, like with the best knowledge and data in regards to the game, come from the Hive Mind. Check it out. Yo, just great people. Overall, again, links in the description below. To you guys, we just crossed 4,000 subscribers yesterday, and we're almost at 4,100 already, which is like crazy to even think about. But thank you guys. I cannot express enough how awesome you guys are. We literally just did the live stream here like a couple of minutes ago, and you guys have just been amazing. I cannot imagine hanging out with such a better crew in the gaming community. So thank you. But yo, I'm out, man. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time.